Greetings, 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 grand rising, peace, love, harmony, and light. This is Chief Kalanago, as you know, with another video. So allow me to say Mabrikwa, Sakpase, Shalom, Osio, Halito, what the deal is, Wagwan. Let's get into this, brothers and sisters. Let's get into this. I'm gonna give some of you some time to get into the live feed. All right, we're about to go in. Got a couple of things I want to share with you. All right. Give me a second here. All right, cool. Let me just make sure. Let me go to. Give me a second, guys. Just getting to my phone here, making sure everything is copacetic. You know what I mean? Making sure audio. All right, good. So audio is good. Everything is good. So here we are, man. This is serious, man. This is some serious business going on right now. All right. Once again, it's being done, legally. I mean, of course, back in the days, by their own standards, slavery was justified. They used biblical means to make sure that slavery was justified. But in today's day and age, okay, servitude is being done voluntarily, and our people, they're not aware as to what's going on. All right, they don't know what's going on. So as you could see the title of the video, all right, Africa is recruiting American Aborigines, and this is a very, to me, it's a troubling thing, and I'll tell you why. All right, grand rising, Kalisha. All right, because let's get into this here for a second. The majority of these people, and first, let me just make my disclaimer, okay? I have nothing wrong with Africa. I have nothing against Africa. I have nothing against Europe. I have nothing against Asia. What the point I am always making is this: the American Aborigine, we are a distinct people. All right, we are a distinct people. Peace and love, Lou. We are a distinct people, and that's what I am going to be driving home. I'm always going to stand on that message. Okay? I'm always going to stand on that message. So by no means my videos are to promote hate. Okay? That's not what it is. However, the injustice that has been done to us as American Indians, all right, it has to stop at one point. And I believe in this day and age, not just believe, I know in this day and age, okay, the genocide still continues because of the lack of knowledge, all right? So it's nothing personal against Africans or the continent of Africa. However, I know there is ulterior motives, all right, behind what's happening. It's not just because Africa is wanting or giving relief to our people just because they want them to come home. No, it's deeper than that. Okay? And by all means, if you have done your genealogy search, okay, if you have done your family tree, and if you have exhausted, doing research in terms of who you truly are, and it so happened that your ancestors are from Africa, that's great, perfect. You know what I mean? By all means, enjoy your trip and enjoy your stay. But even with that being said, make sure you know exactly what tribe you come from. You see, because people don't realize that Africa, the entire world, was a tribal. Africa is a tribal landmass. Okay? Just because Ghana is selling citizenship, it doesn't mean that you are going to end up in the same tribe your people were, even if you are African. And that still makes you a foreigner. It still puts you in a position that you're going to be discriminated against. Okay? So people have to realize what's going on. This thing is a whole lot deeper than just Ghana or any other African country sending relief to American Aboriginals, calling them Africans. Okay? Because people fail to realize that every so-called black person that came here, they were not Africans. All over the world, they had so-called black people. And I'm saying so-called because nobody's black. So these people came from Britain. These people came from Ireland, Scotland. These people came from Portugal. I mean, they came from all over the world. And they were enslaved. And some of them, came as indentured servants. So for you to just say because certain slaves came or certain servants came, well, those are just my ancestors and they all from Africa. No, you are misled. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read an article as to what's happening in Ghana right now in terms of selling citizenship. Okay. Well, I haven't done extensive research to know if they're selling citizenship or they're giving citizenship. So I'm not just going to make that statement. All right. However, I am going to go read over that article. Peace and love, Brother Will. Peace and love. All right. Let me share my screen real quick and we're going to get into this thing here. And I'm going to make an attempt to be as impartial as I can. All right. I'm going to stand on the facts. Okay. Let me share screen. Share screen. Here we go. Share screen and let's go here. Now, this is an article that another chief sent me. And I'm going to share it with you. Okay? I'm going to share it with you. Ghana granted citizenship to over 100 African Americans and Afro-Caribbeans as part of Year of Return. Now, brothers and sisters, I'm going to break a few things down for y'all. All right? And you have to be very mindful of that. Make sure you talk to your family, your friends, okay, your associates, people that you say you care about, people that's under the impression that they're Africans without doing their due diligence in terms of seeking, all right, their background, all right, doing extensive research. I'm going to read that again. Ghana granted citizenship, key word, citizenship, okay, citizenship. So what is that telling you? Ghana is a corporation. All right. Ghana is a nation state. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean because of the word citizenship, Ghana is a nation state. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that people have to realize Ghana is a nation state. Okay. Just like the United States is a corporation. Ghana is a corporation. Ghana, I'm going to repeat myself. Ghana is a corporation. So when you make yourself a citizen of Ghana, what does that mean? You become a subject and a ward of Ghana. And Ghana have a right to do what it pleases with its citizens. I'm going to repeat myself. Ghana is a nation state. Ghana is a corporation. So when you become a citizen, granted, if something is granted, that means it could be taken away. Okay? It can be taken away. So therefore, when you become a citizen of Ghana, you become a ward, a subject of Ghana. To over 100 African Americans and Afro-Caribbeans as part of Year of Return. You feel me? I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. All right, let's read. You see them? All these people here, American Aboriginals. Okay, let's read. As Asabisa's Welcome Home played in the background, 126 African Americans and Afro-Caribbeans dressed in colorful traditional customs or costumes became Ghana's newest citizens. Ghana's newest citizens. Now, let me ask you a question. If the original Ghanaians are running, they are running from Ghana to seek a better life in the United States, why would American Aborigines think that when they go to Ghana, they will have a better life than the original Ghanaians? I'm going to wait and pause to see if anybody in the comment could give me a logical answer to that. And I'm going to ask the question again. If Africans on a whole, but we are talking about Ghana right now, if the original Ghanaians, the indigenous Ghanaians, if they are running away from Ghana to seek a better life, why do people from America, whether you believe you are African or not, why do you think that you will go to Ghana and have a better life than the indigenous people of Ghana who are there suffering? Anybody answer that question for me, please? Okay? Because like the chief who sent me the information, she explained something, and I totally agree. Our people are seeking a better life in terms of comfortability, meaning that they don't think that they are being treated rightly or justly in the Americas. And when they speak of the Americas, they more so speak of the United States. May I reiterate, the United States is not America. So a lot of our people feel that, you know what, man, I am here in the United States. And whether I believe I'm African or not, Africa seems to be painting this big grand picture that the grass is greener on the other side. Okay? I am not feeling welcomed in the United States. So they're seeking some form of refuge. They're seeking some form of relief to be comfortable. I get it. Brothers and sisters, I get it. Okay? I get it. Every single day I deal with this system. All right? And even me, even if I'm an American Aborigine, all right, who was manifested on another side of the world, okay? I wasn't born in the Americas. I manifested in the Americas. I was born in the spiritual realm, okay? My born date and my arrival date is two different things. You feel me? So I'm going to drop it for y'all so y'all could really get what I'm saying. All right? My birth date is when the sperm met the egg. That was my birth date. So I was manifested in my mother's womb. I am a spiritual manifestation, but the physical man arrived in the Americas on a small country or in a small country called Dominica, which is part of North America, or kind of like in between. Even before there was Central America, it was part of North America. So it is still part of North America, but it's still in the Americas. Okay? But the point I'm making is this. I know the difference, okay, being manifested, or a man that was manifested on an island that was filled with nature, that was filled with community, all right, that had the village concept. I know what that feels like to go into your backyard and eat guavas and eat mangoes and papaya, okay? I know what it feels like to walk by the sea and get some, some tambourine. I know what it feels like to go eat guavas until I got constipated. I mean, I don't mean to sound gross, but I'm just letting you know. It's a different lifestyle opposed to growing up in the United States, where everything is just systematically, brainwashed, basically brainwashed. Because like I said, when I was growing up, all right, even in junior high school, they told us we were Amerindian, we were Amerindians. So I knew that growing up. So I get it when my brothers and sisters from the United States feel like they don't belong. I get it. I know what was done. It was done intentionally to make you feel like you don't belong, to make you feel like this is not your home. I get it. Okay? My brothers and sisters in the United States you are only the only set of people on earth whose identity have changed at least 7 times. At least 7 times. You see? Now, I always say we because I am part of you. Okay? The ancestors brought me here to do what I'm doing. So I'm not going to take myself out of the equation. If you are going through it, then guess what? I am going through it because you, my brothers, and you, my sisters, regardless of whether I was manifested in the United States or not. And I'm glad I didn't. Because because I have a different perspective on what life is supposed to be as an American Aboriginal. But the point I'm making is this. The damage that was done to my brothers and sisters in the United States, you have to realize it was done intentionally. Okay? It was done to make sure that you don't feel that this is your home. But once again, growing up in Dominica as a young boy, I wasn't taught that. I was never taught I was African. We didn't call ourselves black. You feel me? So this is something that we as a people, man, we have to wake up and realize that this is done intentionally. So now the recruitment is on. The purge is on in the disguise of a better life in a land that may possibly not be yours by birthright. Okay? By birthright. So I just want to make sure I explain that. Okay? Explain that and let you know what's going on. Now let us read. Okay? The oath of allegiance. When you take the oath of allegiance to another nation, you are a subject of that nation. Okay? The oath of allegiance was administered by a judge in a ceremony at the Jubilee House, the seat of government. The ceremony is the biggest highlight as Ghana marks 2019 as the year of return. Well, for there to be a year of return, there had to be a year of living. And the majority of these people did not leave. The majority of the ancestors did not leave because they are not Africans. Okay? One after the other, the new citizens took turns to shake hands with their president, Okay? So you left one corporation to go into another corporation thinking that you are going to have a better life. Okay? So you left one president, which is Donald Trump, okay? And then you going into another country to deal with another president. Now, how does that sound? You left one corporation to go into another corporation, huh? And went on to collect ship certificates. On behalf of the government and people of Ghana, I congratulate you once again on resuming your identity as Ghanaians. Who say you were Ghanaians in the first place? I guarantee you, we could go do the genealogy searches, and it was 126 of them, at least 80 of them, and not from Ghana. Okay? Man, let me tell you something. I could put my physical life on this. That's how confident I am. Okay? That's how confident I am. Let us read. President Nana Akufo-Addo said in a speech November 27th. This year marks 400 years since the anchoring of an English ship in Jamestown, Virginia, in the United States, carrying small groups of enslaved Africans. Well, that's not true. That's a lie. Okay? Because the majority of them were not Africans. Like I said, a lot of them came as indentured servants from Britain, Ireland, and Scotland. All right? So how did they end up being Africans? So that's a lie. while Africans had been in other parts of the Americas region, including the present day United States. Now, we were already here, Mr. President of Ghana. We were already here. Okay, we ain't Africans. Y'all need to stop selling my people this Beetlejuice. Okay. Now you hear what they say. You see, they keep pushing. While Africans had been in other parts of the American region, including the United States, before 1619. That year is widely regarded as the commencement of the slave trade in the U.S. Well, check this out. The first slaves that were in the U.S. was the American Indian slaves, not African slaves, all right? And then, even before the so-called African slaves came, it was the pale man. So, Mr. President of Ghana, please know our history or our story before you tell us who we are, please. With all due respect, okay? With all due respect. Let us go. As Quartz Africa has previously reported, throughout 2019, Ghana has been hosting a raft of activities at home and abroad to encourage the descendants of those who were forcibly sent away to return. In June, the president embarked on a 5-nation tour of the Caribbean to promote the initiative. Let me ask you a question, Mr. President. Why all of a sudden? Why all of a sudden? Why all of a sudden? Even when they were pushing for indigenous people's rights around the world, didn't you know, and I'm talking about over 30, 40 years ago, didn't you know that we were Ghanaians? Why all of a sudden the certain rush to recruit American Aborigines to come into Ghana? Why is that? When that could have been something that was done long ago. Look how long slavery supposedly was abolished. Why didn't Ghana or any African country take it upon themselves, okay, to recruit the people they assumed, okay, that were taken as slaves, to welcome them back home? Why is that? Why is 2019? Because you're going on a Bible prophecy of 400 years of slavery? That's not our story. That is the story of the pale man who went into 400 years of slavery. That's not my people. Okay? Y'all gonna learn today. We recognize our unique positions as the location for 75% of slave dungeons built on the west coast of Africa, through which the slaves were transported. That's not true either. You're gonna have to tell me which slaves. Okay? Tell me which slaves. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that people were not enslaved. I'm not saying that. But you're gonna have to show me and prove to me that they were our people. Because Africans were shipped all over the world. Yes, including the Americas. But like I said, the majority of the people who came here, they were not Africans. All right? They were people who came from Britain, Ireland, Scotland, Portugal. They were the ones who came here as well. And in the midst of telling my people this, why don't you tell them it was South American Indians that gave civilization to Ghana? So how can we be Africans or Ghanaians if we give you civilization? But you see, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. They will always perish for the lack of knowledge. Okay? The most valuable possession that was taken away from us was our identity and our connection. It was like severing the umbilical cord. I totally agree with you on this, but not in the context that you were saying it. The most valuable possession that was taken away from us. Okay? But this is the problem I'm having here. Us. Who is us? Okay? Who is us? You are absolutely correct. The most valuable possession that was taken away from the American Aboriginal is our identity. And here you are today. You are still doing it. So the same thing that you're complaining of, you are an advocate all right, of the paper genocide of the American Aboriginals. Okay? It was like severing the umbilical cord, because our people don't realize how spiritual this is. What a spiritual connection we have to our motherland, the Americas. But tonight, our identity, the dignity, the pride that has been absent is restored. Rabbi Cohen, who spoke on the behalf of the new citizens, said, you see, that identity has not been restored, Mr. President, because they are not Africans. And soon enough, they're going to learn and they're going to realize that. Okay? Everything that's done in the dark will come into the light, my brother. This is not the first time Ghana has given citizenship to diasporian Africans who have established residency. In one of his last acts in office, former President John Mahama witnessed naturalization ceremony restoring citizenship to 34 diasporian Africans in December 2016. The idea of the homecoming, our brothers and sisters who were taken away in one that Ghana has long fancied and championed, right from the founding of the modern nation in 1957. Early Ghanaian leaders, led by the first president Kwame Nkrumah or Nkrumah, preached Pan-Africanism, one that transcended the shores of continental Africa. So once again, you see, Ghana became a what? A modern nation state. All right? So you are now subjects of Ghana. You are now wards of the state of Ghana. And I'm going to let you know, Ghanaians are seeking better life in the United States. What makes you think that you are not a natural indigenous to Ghana, you are going to have a better life? That's the question that I'm asking. Okay? The granting of citizenship gives an added force to the country's right of abode law, which was passed in 2001. That law gives anybody of African ancestry in the Americas the right to stay in Ghana indefinitely. Now it says this picture is of, give me a second, Cape Coast Castle on the Gulf of Guinea in Cape Coast, Ghana, where slaves were traded. That's a picture of that right there. All right. Aside from sentimental reasons, the return of the African diaspora is economically pragmatic for Ghana. Okay. Now let us really get into reasoning now. Okay. Aside from sentimental reasons, you see, they have to tell you. They have to tell you. You see, people don't realize that everything is done through contracts, right? But in the midst of giving you the contract, there have to be transparency. They have to let you know the underlying reason why it's happening. Now it says what? Aside from sentimental reasons. Okay? In other words, when they say aside, that means there is other motives. Aside from sentimental reasons, in other words, based on morality, the return of African diaspora is what? Economically, what? Pragmatic for Ghana. Let us go look at, we know what economically means, but let's go look at the term pragmatic. Let us go see what that means. All right. I want you to see for yourself what it means. Man, they keep playing with the wrong one. I keep telling them Chief Kalanago is not the one, man. I see through all of the BS. All right. But my people, y'all gonna learn. Pragmatic. Let's go look at the definition of pragmatic. All right. Let's go look at pragmatic. Economically pragmatic. What does it say? Dealing with things sensibly and realistically in a way that is based on a practical rather than theoretical conditions. All right. Matter in fact, realistic. All right. Realistic. Let's look at that word realistic and let's go apply it in that article. Okay. Realistic. It says what? Aside from sentimental reasons, the return of African diaspora is economically what? Realistic for Ghana. So it is what? It is an economical move. Once again, the American Aborigine is being used for their integrity, their intelligence, and a resilient people. Ghana is building back its empire, and they are using once more the American Aborigine to do it. That's what everybody is doing. That's what everyone has done, and they continue to do it. Okay, brothers and sisters, y'all have to open up your eyes to see. Those who have eyes, let them see, and those who have ears, let them hear. There is always another reason, brothers and sisters. Don't think Ghana or Africa just wants you to come home just because, oh, we love you, just because you are our brother and sister, just because, oh, they took you on a slave ship and we want you back. No. If we were slaves from Africa, they would have done that already. Okay? There is always, aside from the sentimental reasons, in other words, aside from the moral reasons, aside from the spiritual reasons, let us get real. Let's keep it 100. We want y'all, Negroes, to come back to help us build our economy. But of course, y'all gonna miss that one part because Negroes don't read. And don't take offense to it. I'm not saying everybody. Okay? And even when you do read, you don't read with understanding because you read from an emotional standpoint. All right? And I'm not saying everybody, so please don't take it personal. I'm in my feelings right now. Okay? I'm in my feelings right now. So y'all got to see what's going on. And y'all got to feel what's going on. Okay? I am not going to stand for it. And I'm going to continue to talk up against it. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't got nothing against no Africans. But at the same time, I got something against you trying to deceive my people. You feel me? Every tree is not the same. Every animal is not the same. The same way every people are not the same. Okay? Africa is for Africans. America is for Americans. You feel me? It doesn't mean that we can't come together as people of the universe. We all brothers and sisters of the universe. But when y'all start playing this politics, now we got to stand on who we are politically. That's what this is about. It's not about separation. Because some of you will go, well, Chief, you preaching separation. No, I'm not. I'm preaching unity. Unity amongst my people first. Because charity begins at home. So I'm going to read this again, unless y'all missed it. Aside. Let us go look at the definition of aside, just so for those of you who don't know what aside means. We know what pragmatic means. Realistic, right? That's one of the synonyms, right? Let us go look at aside. Definition, aside. On one side, out of the way, all right? A remark as passage in play as to intended to be heard by an audience. That's not really what it is, but apart, all right? Aside or apart. So apart is the closest synonym to what we are talking about in terms of the context. Aside is apart. So let us use the simile, all right, or the synonym rather of aside as apart. And let's go read that again. So apart from, okay, apart from the sentimental reasons. In other words, yes, we want you to come home because we feel for you. We feel like, you know what, you want to be a part of something. You want to feel like, you know what, this is your home. So apart from that, let's forget this sentimental thing. Let's get to the real business now. Because Ghana is a nation state. It's a business. It's a corporation. We are building right now. So apart from all the sentimental reasons, the return of African diaspora, economically, we want you to come and what? Build our economy. It says what? Pragmatic, which is reality or realistic for Ghana. So it's a political move. It's a economic, political move, opposed to a sentimental move. So y'all better recognize. Early this year, the government waived visa requirements for some countries and slashed the cost of visa on arrival. In half, it hopes that heritage tourism will bring in much needed revenue. Once again, you see they're showing their true colors. Like I said, man, my ancestors have never led me wrong, and they will not lead me wrong moving forward. Once again, in half, it hopes to what? In half, it hopes to that the heritage tourism will bring much needed revenue. Once again, brothers and sisters, it is all about the Benjamins. Aside for the sentimental reasons, we need y'all to come help us build our economy. And now they're even stressing it. And they are being a little more precise and profound on what they're talking about. In half, it hopes the heritage, tourism, okay? Tourism will bring what? Much needed revenue. In other words, once more, the United States is using us to build its economy. So you left that alone. And now you're going into Ghana, who's going to do the same thing to you in return. Come on, man. Come on, man. Who y'all fooling with this? Not me. Not today. It ain't going to happen on my watch, man. But you know what? Those who got to go, they got to go. Let them go. It is what it is. But I'm going to stay here and fight for what's mine. All right? About 500,000 tourists are expected to visit Ghana during the year of return, up to 380 that visited in 2018. Once again, it's all about business. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they started with the sentimental BS, right? Now, 2 paragraphs now, we are talking about tourists. We're talking about money. We're talking about people visiting so Ghana economy could be boosted. Man, and y'all think I be hating, huh? Y'all think I don't know what I'm talking about, huh? But you know what? It's okay. I am thankful that my ancestors, they're continuously opening up my eyes. All right? Because I see things from more than just the physical eye. Like I told y'all before, 2020 is about vision. My ancestors has given me vision. Okay? Let us read again. Reading is fun for the mental. Like I told y'all before, when you read, you don't read to finish, but you read to start. We just getting started. We just getting started. About 500,000 tourists. Do you know how much money that is for tourists to come see the ex-slaves, the children of the ex-slaves that came? In other words, you are the new exhibit in the museum. Oh, but Chief don't know what he's talking about, huh? I know a lot of y'all are going to dislike this video, but it's okay. I'm not doing this for likes, all right? I am doing it because I'm talking truth. That's what I'm doing. Okay? So y'all could dislike it as much as y'all want. Let's read it again. About 500,000 tourists are expected to visit. So they're are expected, meaning that it's something to come. It's a projection. So we say, if we could get these people to come here thinking they were slaves from Ghana, then we could get tourists to come see them. That's over 500 tourists that's expected, projected, opposed to the 380,000 that came in 2020. Let's look at 2019. Let's look at 2020 moving forward, a year of vision. You see, Ghana has vision, and my people's vision are blinded. But yet still you allow them to see for you. You allow them to hear for you. So now you are now part of their tourism. So they're using you, okay, to build their economy. 500,000 people are expected as tourists compared to the 380 that came in 2018. What does it say? Businesses are eagerly anticipating the influx of visitors over the festive season with the Afro Nation and Afro Chile festivals expected to attract thousands of young diaspora Africans. Man, it's all about the Benjamins. If y'all don't wake up and see that, I promise you, okay, y'all gonna end up in the slums of Ghana. Okay? Because if Ghana is not taking care of their natural people, their indigenous people, Ghanaian Aboriginals, if they are fighting and fleeing to get visas to come into the United States because they are not prospering in their own home. What make you think you would go to Ghana and get that over them? Don't you think these people are going to resent you? You come into our land, okay, and get a better life than us? Are you crazy? Man, y'all gonna learn. Y'all going to learn for real. All right, check this out. In the US this year, Ghana has been heralded as a major end-of-year vacation destination among some African-American celebrities, Black college alumni organizations, similar groups. Like I told y'all before, okay? The Boule, they're all part of that. All the Black colleges alumni, they are all part of it. It's a scheme, okay? They're the same people who pushed what the Teachers Association. The Teachers Association in 1968 that coined the term African American, which Jesse Jackson was a part of. Okay, who do you think created the Teachers Association? The Colonization Association. Who do you think created it? The Black alumni, the Boule. They created that. This is something that was planted a very long time ago. So now it's coming into fruition. So what does it say? Here it says, in the US this year, Ghana has been heralded as a major end-of-year vacation destination to some African-American celebrities. Oh, let us go see these people that left their home to go back to Ghana because they're part of the tourism. Okay, Black college alumni organizations and similar groups. Man, y'all better recognize what's going on. Y'all better recognize. Okay? It concludes and it says, the government is also not losing sight of the investment potential and human capital of the higher educated returnees who decide permanently to move to Ghana. I rest my case. May my ancestors continue to enlighten me. Once again, like I told y'all before, I haven't even read this article. I am reading this. Honestly, the chieftainess sent me that article and she just called me and said, Chief, did you read it? I say no. Okay? And she thought I was offended that she sent it. I say, no, Chief. No, thank you for sending it. Okay, thank you, because I got to bring it to the people. I haven't read this. I am reading it with you right now. And everything that my ancestors put in my spirit, that's what they are saying right here. The government, let us conclude here with this, okay? Let us conclude with this. The government is also not losing sight of the investment potential and human what? Capital. Human capital of the highly educated returnees who decide to permanently move to Ghana. You are nothing but human capital. So you leave one corporation and run into another corporation thinking you're going home. What's wrong with y'all people? Huh? I didn't say it. The government of Ghana said it. You are now the new form of human capital because you are educated. We are going to use you to build our economy because you are permanently moving to Ghana. If I were you, I would rescind that citizenship and come back to my home, which is America. We are American Aborigines, and ain't nobody going to take that away from me. Period, point blank. Okay? Y'all think it's a game? Come on, man. Y'all think it's a game? All right? I rest my case, man. I rest my case. I rest my case. Like I said, the ancestors have opened up my eyes, and I will continue to speak the truth. All right? So now you see the reason why. In one little line, in half a sentence, they tell you it was for sentimental reasons. If y'all don't know what sentimental means, let us go look at the definition of sentimental. Okay? Sentimental. In fact, I will speak it out so you could hear it. Definition of sentimental.
Here's the definition of sentimental. Of or prompted by feelings of tenderness, sadness, or nostalgia.
Okay. I'm going to read that again. Sentimental. Of or prompted by feelings of tenderness, sadness, or nostalgia. Okay? Emotional. They are playing on your emotions. That's what they're doing. They are playing on your emotions. You feel me? Okay? You feel me? It's crazy, man. Brother Marks, I was about to conclude, brother. You said you want to invite some guests. We're gonna probably have to do that another time, because I didn't plan on having guests today, but we could always plan something where I could have some guests on. And even before guests come on, I need to know the background of these people, what they're coming to talk about, because I don't want nobody coming on here trying to push the agenda. I'm not saying that's what it is, Brother Marks, V Production. I'm not saying that, but I don't need people coming on here pushing their African agenda. So I need to talk to them in advance. If they're not on the same page that we are on, then they don't need to be a guest on my platform. All right. So I'm not being rude or disrespectful, and I'm not saying that that's what your people's are going to talk about, or that's who they are. I'm just saying I cannot just bring people on the platform like that. I have to make sure I talk to them before. All right, before they come on the platform as a guest. I have to pre-screen them. Okay. So if you want that to make that happen, we could send that up. You have my number. You have my Instagram. Hit me up. We could talk to these people, and we could set up a day and time, and we could do a build. I hope you could you could respect that. All right. So with that being said, this is the reason why they are pushing this African diaspora thing. All right. All the high people in society. All right. Like the likes of Uma and the likes and Boyce Watkins and all of them. All right. They're pushing the agenda because these people are getting paid. All right. These people are getting paid. They're getting paid. You feel me? Oh yeah, brother. No, that's fine. If you want them to hear me, all you have to do is just share the link. You know what I'm saying? Share the link, and they could always check it out after. You feel me? But I appreciate that, fam. No problem. I appreciate that. You did. But the point I'm making is this. These people are getting paid, brothers and sisters, because they know that we are the most resourceful people on the planet. They know this. We have the most ingenious in us. All right? And as you could see, do I have to go read the article again? They said what? The last part of it, they concluded with the highlight, and they said what? The government is also not losing sight. They're not going to lose sight of that, because that is the main purpose. All right? Apart from the sentimental reasons, all right, let's do this one more time. Apart from the sentimental reasons, let's just read the conclusion of the article. We're not going to read the entire thing. Just the conclusion of the article. Just the conclusion. Let's highlight that right here. The government, okay? The government. So you are dealing with a corporation right now. The government is also not losing sight, but it's only one time they mentioned the sentimental reasons. Everything else was about tourism, the economical structure of Ghana that needs to be restored or built, an investment potential, and now they call our people what? The government also not losing sight of what? The investment potential, all right, and what? Human capital. So now our people are human capital of highly educated returnees who decide to permanently move to Ghana. So of course, man, you are too another transmitting utility for another corporation. But y'all think Chief Kalanago don't know what he's talking about. Hmm? Man, listen, man. Y'all better recognize what this is all about. You feel me? Y'all better recognize what this is all about. America is our home. And we, the American Aborigines, we are going to stand and fight for what's ours. Okay? People who want to run to Africa, go ahead and run to Africa. You're going to learn the hard way. Okay? Because even Africans don't treat their people the way they're supposed to. They all running away from Africa, but you're running to Africa, huh? I hear you. And right now, that whole continent is fighting China. All right? So y'all taking up another people's war, their battle for yours. All right. Like I said, I wish y'all the best. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just give a few people some shout outs. You feel me? That came on. I'm just gonna give you a quick highlight. All right. I'm just, so you'll see your name, your channel, across the screen. Just giving you some shout out, let you guys know that I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I appreciate that, brother. All right. Here we go. So just giving everybody a little shout out, you know what I'm saying, that made little comments, you know what I mean, that made their comments. Just letting you know I acknowledge you and I appreciate, love you. Thank you for being a part of the build. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Okay. So we as the people of this land, right? We are indigenous. Instead of us focusing on our indigenous rights and build and work together as indigenous people, now you're putting yourself in another position to be a subject of another corporation. My people, man, like I'm serious. Sometimes, I get lost for words, and that don't happen too often. You know what I'm saying? But it's mind-boggling that my people are so blinded. And not all of you, not all of us are, obviously. All right? But the majority of our people, man, they're blinded. They are blinded. Okay? You're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. Okay? But I'm just acknowledging each and every one of y'all for being a part of the build. Very much appreciated. You know what I mean? Shalom, 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 family. All right? So just giving everybody a little highlight. You know what I'm saying? It's important to acknowledge the people, man, who come and support. You feel me? So that's what I'm doing. All right? That's what I'm doing. Okay? Peace unto each and every one of y'all. All right? Don't worry about don't worry about that, brother. The American Aborigines, the American Indian, we're gonna get our redress. Okay? We're gonna get our redress. It says what wars happened in Africa then produced hundreds of millions of slaves. Why didn't they have a population deficit and vanished tribes? There you go, empty soul. That's another great question. All right. We have to ask those logical questions. You feel me? We got to ask them. We got to ask them. Okay. We have to ask those logical questions. You feel me? But don't worry, family. Don't worry. We, as the indigenous people of this land, the original people, we are going to get our redress. Believe that. Let them run to Africa thinking they're from Africa. All right? But we are going to get our redress. I promise you that. We are. Okay? We are. Okay? We are. Just wait and see. We're going to get what's coming to us. They can't stop it. They can't stop it. All right? They can't stop it. Peace, 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 Aboriginal TV. All right? Once again, man, just giving everybody a highlight. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. Everybody get a chance to shine on this platform. You feel me? You participate, then you get love. It's all love. That's what it's all about, fam. That's what it's all about. All right? That's what it's all about. Okay? And don't worry about that, fam. You know what I mean? Like I said, all those people, just share the information, and we're going to get it done. I think I pretty much got everybody. Pretty much got everybody. Peace, my sister. All right. Pretty much got everybody. I think I did. Yup. My sister Aaliyah definitely got us, Here we go. All right. All right. There we go. Much respect, brethren. All right. Here we go. Aboriginal Powhatan Chickasaw. All right. That's what it is. You feel me? We doing this, we doing this, we doing this for real. All right. Here we go, Lucas. All right. Brazil up in the building. That's what's up. Our, Aborigine brothers and sisters in Brazil. Peace and love. All right. America, what it is, what it is, what it is. All right. Here we go, man. Just giving everybody a little shout out. Peace and love to my my sister as well. You know what I mean? Sister Onyx. All right, here we go. So I think I pretty much got everybody, man, for the most part. All right, I think I did. If I missed anybody, my apologies. You did, but I think I got everybody. All right, I think I got everybody. So brothers and sisters, man, moving forward in 2020, we got to be vigilant. All right, we cannot play any games. All right, we cannot play any games. We gotta come hard, and we gotta go hard. Period. Bottom line, that's what we got to do. All right, we got to do that. You feel me? So I'm gonna conclude this build. I just wanted to come share that information for those of you who want to support the channel. Here's my Cash App. It's very much appreciated, and I'm gonna continue to just put that information out there, man. You feel me? I'm gonna continue to put that information out there, continue to put the truth out there, and I'm gonna say this once more. All right. If you truly are from Africa, if you're truly from Africa, right, make sure that you know what tribe that you came from. Because you don't realize that Africa is a tribal place. And tribes, they fight against other tribes when people that's not part of their tribes come to take their resources. All right? People have to know what tribal means. You feel me? So by just saying, oh, well, I'm African and just go to Ghana, and then your people did not come from Ghana, and even if you're from Ghana, what tribe in Ghana, you feel me? Then that could pose as a problem. So if that's where you're truly from and you have found your home, man, listen, congratulations, because a lot of people are still seeking and they haven't found. But just don't do it because of what was promoted, what was taught to be the truth, because it wasn't the truth. That, one thing I've heard elders say, haste make waste. Haste make waste. All right? You're being hasty. You're making decisions based on emotions. And they are playing with your emotions. You see what they call you? Human capital. Human capital. You see, I'm certainly sure they didn't explain all that to you before you relinquished your citizenship of where you came from in the Americas. They didn't explain that to you. You see, they didn't give you the full details of the contract. You contracted with another corporation because they know the rise of the indigenous people here in the Americas. They know that the American Aborigine is rising. So if they could take enough of us out of here, then it would be less of a resistance for them. But people are not peeping the game, okay? You have a better chance of staying home because America is our home. You have a better chance of staying home than going somewhere else to build a new home. Life is not greener on the other side. It is not greener on the other side. I repeat that. Kiwanis, peace and love, family. Give you a shout out. All right? So anyway, I'm about to conclude this build. Thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in. All right? And don't forget to support and check out travelwear.com. Our sister, she has great clothing. You know what I mean? And go ahead and support our sister. We have to support our own. So with that being said, I'm gonna just share the screen one more time. She's an official sponsor of the channel. You know what I mean? And I told her, hey, you know what? You have great clothing. I would like to support you. You know what I'm saying? So let me just share the screen real quick, and you guys can see that again. So here we go. It's the website is www.originaltribalwear.com. Okay, and it's for men and women. She also have children apparel, tribal wear. All right, we have to support our own, so go check it out. Beautiful clothing, man. and we wear shirts original. You have chalk touch shirts. You have pendants. I love this piece right here for the sisters, man. I love that piece right here. That gray piece right there, man. That would look good on sisters. All right, all the clothing for the clothes, as a matter of fact. All right, original to the soil. All right, I love that burgundy piece right here. That is one of my favorites, honestly. Even if they're all the same, but just the color, that burgundy piece right here just pops. You feel me? I like that. You feel me? I like that. So go check it out. Okay. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. All right. While you guys are checking out the site, let me do something else real quick. But brothers and sisters, I just want y'all to know. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. And I know you guys are building in the meantime. So go ahead and build and do your thing. All right, go ahead and build and do your thing. Let me go ahead here. Okay, give me a second here, guys. Give me a second here. Okay. All right. Okay, so brothers and sisters, do me a favor, man. Also go check out, let me highlight, our sister here, Sister Lovely. All right, I just highlighted her YouTube page. Go support her. She does music. She has her own production. So go ahead and support the sister. Like I said, we have to support our own. You feel me? We definitely have to support our own. All right, so go check out her channel, subscribe, support her. Also, Max V Production. That's our brother as well. He does music. So make sure y'all go support his channel. Let me go back up and find his YouTube. So this is Max V Production, MVP Studios. Go support the brother. Everybody that's making an attempt to do something to uplift our people, we should always support them. All right. So that, he does music as well. Go support him. All right. So anyone who's doing anything, once again, to build our people, I'm always going to give you a shout out on my platform. All right. That's what we do. We support our own. You dig. All right. So with that being said, man, thank you. Let's give another shout out. All right. To Dennis Grant. Let's give another shout out. John B. We don't really say hello. We say peace and love, or we say, high vibes. You know what I'm saying? We don't, hello is a low vibration. So we don't really promote that. You know what I mean? But it's all love. All right. So here we go. All right. We say halito, shalom, whatever, peace and love, whatever it is. You dig? All right. So, fam, enjoy the rest of your continuation. Maybe not. I might do another video later. I don't know. I move in the flesh. I move in the spirit, not the flesh. So whatever my ancestors, push for me to do, I will do. Once again, thank you for supporting. You know what I mean? Support the Cash App. You feel me? And the appreciation is definitely much. Well, the gift for supporting my channel is very much appreciated. All right, Chief, I would like to email you an instrumental for an intro. All right, that's cool. I'm gonna put my email in the description of the video, and definitely I could use that. All right, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You did. Thank you. So, brothers and sisters, man, enjoy the rest of your continuation. I may do another video later. All right, talking about the real meaning of Thanksgiving, which we already know. But I have an article that I would like to, go over and read with you guys. I'll probably do that later. Maybe I might do that later. It depends on how I feel. But I felt it imperative to come drop that information in regards to, the continent of Africa recruiting American Aboriginals. You know what I'm saying? We, as the original indigenous people of this land, we have to stay here. Okay, we have to stay here and defend and fight for what's ours. This is our home. And a lot of people are being blindsided by the dangling carrot that's being given from the other side of the ocean, not realizing that they are living one corporation, okay, a nation state going into a next to become chattel property. All right. And they told you chattel property. I mean, it was right there at the end of that article. it said what? The government is also not losing sight of the investment potential of human capital. So basically, they're telling you, yes, come home. We want you to be chattel property because you're going to help us build our economy. All right. So I just wanted to make that clear. You feel me? So once again, it's nothing personal. I just have to tell the truth. Peace, love, and light. We'll talk soon.